starting another project. This one's a master bathroom remodel. I'm standing in it right now. And it's actually a nice sized bathroom. We're gonna call this house the Detour House because there's road construction going everywhere around it. We went a different way to get here today, and what did we run into? Road construction. And so we're calling it the Detour House. So let me show you kind of what we're doing. This vanity is going to get replaced. It's going to be similar to what it is right now. Instead, let me show you pictures here real quick. What we're going to do is we're going to lower this portion of the vanity for a makeup area. And then we're adding a couple of cabinets to either side of this thing right here. And then we'll have a drawer in here. And then over here, this gets kind of shortened up a little bit. And then we're going to put it, you can't really see it in this picture, but we're going to put a linen cabinet right here as well. And then the tub, we're totally taking this out, and then we're putting in a nice big soaker tub with a deck and everything around it. And the shower, you can see inside the shower here, we're going to be totally redoing the shower. They don't like this beige, old beige tile and everything. And see, the ceiling is tiled also, but it's also low. Look how much lower it is inside the shower than it is up here. We're hoping that we can raise that up to this height. And we'll find out when we do demo if there's a reason why that shower ceiling is lower. So we're excited to show you this project. We're replacing all the tiles. It's going to be all different colors in here. The countertops are going to be lighter, but the cabinets are going to be a little darker because this is alder with a stain on it, and we're going to go walnut with a natural finish on it. So it could be a really fun project to do. We're excited to bring you progress. Our demo guys are going to show up here any minute and help us get this all demoed and ready for changing the electrical, the plumbing figured out and all that stuff. Okay, so we got all the demo done, or mostly done. So I kind of wanted to show you what it looks like when we're all done. We're going to wind up having to move a few things like this outlet. I didn't think we were going to have to move it, but the way they did the cabinet design, I'm going to have to move the outlet over here, and then they want to make it a 2-gang outlet, which is a double outlet. 2-gang is two switches or plugs in the box. So, and then we're doing the same thing here. We have to move this one from here to here. And then also the sink cabinet's going to go right here, and so we have to move all this plumbing over. I wasn't expecting the cabinet guy to expand that, and so I have to actually charge some additional for moving that plumbing. Then I want to show you in the shower here. It's kind of a mess in here right now, but we still have a little bit of the concrete floor and stuff to get out of here. But one of the things the homeowner wanted to do is get rid of this drop ceiling. Here, let me stuff this up here. So this ceiling was dropped to this height right here, and you can see that the ceiling is a lot higher. And they want to do a rain head, and a rain head is hard to do when there's attic space above. And so what we have to do is we're going to tear all this out up to the rafters, the ceiling rafters, and then we're going to frame a soffit down right up against that. And in between the two, we put plastic, a vapor barrier, and then we'll insulate the new drop ceiling that we do, and that allows us to do a rain head without worrying about it freezing. The other thing we do when we plumb it is we'll make sure that it slopes. The pipe going from the wall over to the rain head slopes towards the rain head so that when you turn it off, all the water that's up in there will drain out, and so help minimize any potential for cracking or splitting, freezing pipes. So anyways, you see we've got that clawfoot tub out of here. One of their neighbors wanted it, so we had to take it out carefully. And we still have to take these off. And then we're going to frame a deck right here for the new tub. And so we'll show you what that's going to look like, but it's going to be cool. Let me give you an update. We've got all the demo done, all the electrical's done, and the plumbing, and the tub is in. So we're ready for drywall. So you can see we put new wiring in. been kind of dealing with light fixtures today as to which light fixtures they're actually going to send the ones they ordered back, because the vanity lights are 3-light vanity lights. They wanted 4, but they were on back order, but now they're available. So this is the dent shield. Most of the drywall that we need for in here is dent shield. This is a moisture mold resistant tile backer drywall. It's awesome. And it's great for showers and around tubs and stuff like that. You can see we've had to do some work under the floor. Can't really see it right here, but we had to move some plumbing to line up with the new vanity. They made the vanity wider, so we had to move the plumbing about 2 feet this way for the vanity on this side. If you look at this drawing, you saw that it had a vanity that kind of went around the corner. And one of the things that we're doing is we're putting in a vanity of makeup space. And then we have these lights that are going above, and they're going to be out of cherry. So anyways, in the shower here, so one of the things we did, we were able to raise the ceiling up. The original ceiling was about right here. So we were able to raise the ceiling up to get more height in here. And then we've got the new shower valve and diverter installed. And we always replace the drain assembly, and it's all ready for a shower pan once the drywall gets done. And then let me show you the tub. So this is the tub that they wanted. It's a really nice tub. It's actually Kohler brand tub. And she didn't want a step, so there's no step. And this is where the valve will go. And so it's going to be really nice. We always put something in the bottom of the tub to try and, because guys will have to stand in it to do drywall and to do tile work, so we try to protect the tub that way. So next time we'll probably have tile work done, so it'll look really awesome. Okay, we've been crazy busy here, and so we've been doing all the tile work, all the drywall is done, and so my tile guy is just about done. Check out this tile right here. Look how cool this looks. I picked out a tile that was really difficult to get enough of it. It's actually an hexagon shaped tile. You see it's a hexagon shaped tile, and so a little hard to work with. And they wanted it really bad, and so in order for us to get it, they had to fly down to Arizona, rent a van, and pick it up at 3 different floor and decor stores in Arizona and bring it back, because apparently it's like being discontinued or something. But if you want, try and come look in here. This is the master shower. A little bit dark. We just drilled the holes for the lighting that'll go in here. And then we're gonna put tile on the ceiling, but look at this tile work. One of the things I wanna show you is look at how my tile guy does. He makes it look like this one piece wraps right around the corner. How cool is that? That is a lot of work and takes a lot of skill. And he's been doing a fantastic job for us here. So it's looking really good. The cabinets are actually here. In fact, I'm gonna take you over and just show you the cabinets real quick. They've been delivered. And as soon as tile guy's out of here, we'll get install the cabinets. Okay, we delivered all the cabinets today. They're a little bit early, and we're gonna have the installer install these first part of next week. So these are the cabinets. They're a smooth face door, and it's a walnut door, and you can see this is kind of cool. See how the grain right here drops down onto this drawer. This is a drawer right here. But see how the the wood grain continues down. It's gonna be pretty cool to see this when it all gets installed. I think the next update we'll give you will be done. We're all done. And man, did this bathroom turn out amazing. It's so cool because I love it when people do something different. I had someone comment on one of our videos the other day that said, I'm so tired of white cabinets. And they're beautiful, but I'm tired of them too. And look at these cabinets. How cool is this? These are walnut doors. And the thing I want to draw your attention to is the grain is matched up all the way down. Check that out. Even on these drawers down here, see this grain goes through onto the drawer. And also this is a feature that my cabinet guy does. Normally on your vanity, like you probably have at home, you have a drawer right here, a false drawer, and then the cupboards below. Well, we moved the doors up and actually put an actual drawer in below, and it looks really nice. So these are beautiful cabinets. We did have a little trouble with the cabinets because the this is the plywood veneer with the walnut on it, and one side stains a little differently than the other side, and so we had trouble matching up the doors. But my cabinet guy just did a fantastic job. He did whatever it took to make it right. And then on top of all of that, our cleaning person stuck their ladder up against this door and put a big gouge in it. So we had to replace that door too. But otherwise, he made the mirrors. And then I need to show you the tile around the shower and the tub. This tile is octagon shaped. And it was really hard for my guy to lay. Said he had to go home and lay awake at night as he turned his brain down from doing all of this tile. And funny story too, this tile is available at Floor and Decor, but I don't know if it's going through um, style change or uh, um, a UPC code, not UPC, is that right? Yeah, code change or whatever. But we had a hard time getting it enough to do this job. And my homeowners found that there were 3 different stores in Arizona that had this tile, and so they had points and travel points and stuff. And so they were able to fly down to Arizona for free. Then they rented a car and picked up all the tile from 3 different places and drove it back here to Utah. So crazy. Beautiful tub. And this has hand spray in it for the tub as well, for like washing your hair and stuff. And then check out this light fixture. How cool is that? They were in our plumbing supplier showroom and they had that on display, and she just fell in love with it. And it's really cool. It's just beautiful. And it's amazing how heavy it is. Remember at the beginning of the video, we took out this door and we were hoping to be able to reuse it. Well, we were able to reuse it. So we had to get new hinges and a handle to match the color, because before I think it was an oil rub bronze. But look at this with the octagon tile. Look what my tile guy did. He just made it look so uniform and consistent all the way around. Then I want to step into the shower with you for a second. So we did 2 niches. There's a double niche right there and another one right here, kind of our signature double niche that we do. But look at this tile right here. See this? This is the octagon outline, and he made it wrap around like that's one piece of tile right there. That takes skill to do that and make that look good. And then these guys are a little bit older like me, and so we put grab bars in everywhere. There's a grab bar there and a grab bar here and one above the tub. You know, like sometimes when you're taking a shower, you got to close your eyes and rinse, and then sometimes you can lose your balance, or maybe that's just me. I don't know. But having all these grab bars everywhere is really nice. And then we did a rain head. Now, normally this is a 1-story home. Normally you can't do a rain head on a 1-story home. But what we did is we framed the ceiling down the width of a 2x4, and then we put a vapor barrier of plastic in between the roof rafters and the ceiling that we framed down, and then we insulated it again. And then we made sure that the water coming from to the shower head drains out of the shower head. So when you turn the water off, the water drains out of the shower head. So otherwise, you have to worry about freezing if you're in a freezing climate. Let me show you the grab bar in the shower or the tub as well. See, there's a grab bar right here too. And then you notice this trim that's around all the tile. That's the brand of that trim is Schluter, and it's called a Jolly Edge. And what on ceramic and porcelain tiles, the tile itself is finished on the surface, but on the edges, it's not finished. And this way, wherever you have an edge, we put that, and it hides that edge and makes it look classy and nice. And so it works out really nice. So be sure and watch this video to the end, because I'm going to tell you how long this project took, what the original price was, and what the final price was. Because I want you to see that with my projects, there's usually not a lot of difference between the original price and the final price. They're usually pretty close because when I give people a price, it's a firm price. The only way they can change it is if they change it by adding something or even taking something off or spending a little bit more than what their allowance was on tile or something like that, which we did on this one. This tile was a little bit more money than what the allowance was. But anyways, if you want to know how much this bathroom costs, just keep watching. It'll be right there. Thanks so much for watching us. Transform this master bathroom. This is phase one. We're also going to do the main bathroom, the laundry room now is phase two. If you like what you saw, please hit the like button, share this video with all your friends and neighbors. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe and hit the little bell button so we can notify you each and every time we post a new video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.